Hello, everybody, and welcome. Tonight we're playing another episode of Curse of Father Torment. We're playing a game, a campaign, a story in the module Curse of Strahd, but it's been changed, it's been transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark the RPG. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, perhaps some gore, gothic horror, and difficult topics, bad topics, hard topics, heavy topics. Discussed in roleplay, perhaps. And with me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Daphne, a Malachim soldier, played by Suki. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Can't promise I won't slap Leonard again.
And then we got ourselves Leonard, our half-elven duelist, played by Pepper and getting slapped around. Hello.
Hello.
Saul of the Vistani, our tiefling bard, played by Hester. How you do?
Hello.
Hello. And certainly not the least, we got Styrex, our tiefling elementalist, played by Neorak. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, what happened last time, gang?
Alright, so yeah, I'll put myself on the spot so nobody needs to do it. So just based off on top of my memories and everything, we start the session at the tavern owned by the three tiefling sisters, Alenka, Sophia, and Mirabelle. We talk for a while. We order a second round of alcohol. We let Soul do the whole Vistani communicating, chatting, and just gathering information before performing beautiful songs, earning some coins, and offering a negotiation for some ration instead of coins. After that, we left the tavern to go to the go trying to help Leo first love interest. Now I'm kidding. To help Irina, the local noble lady that's in need of helping. And on the way there, Leo bought more pies from the granny, pies that make you happy.
Mhm.
Absolutely no suspicions about it. And if I remember correctly, it happened before we get to the mansion. Styrex point out to Saul about his soul mark with a in shape of a bat, and after a while Daphne realized that it's fiendish in nature, but not realizing what is actually is, and does threaten Saul that she will end Saul if Saul is corrupted by the mark. After we get to the mansion, Saul has some PTSD about the second death house might happening again. We just noticed some claw marks and basically found out that the mansion isn't or wasn't in a very good state. We basically knocked on the door and met with Irina, though Irina was a bit hesitant to invite a Vistani in. And after that, we also learned about Irina saying something about the Vistani luring adventurers and wanderers from outside the mist inside the mist to trap them in here. Since the Vistani can travel in and out of the mist, but not others, not Barovian or people from outside Barovia. After we got into the mansion, Leo gave Irina the pie as a gift, and finding out that is narcotic in nature, basically very addicting. We also met with Irina's brother, Marc, somewhat shivering and scared. After a while, after some times of conversing and communicating, we learn about a few things, a few very important things. First of all, the fact that we are trapped here and we cannot go outside of the mist. Second of all, Soul did not know about this fact since the Vistani can just walk in and walk out. So did not aware of this fact and fell into somewhat of a state of guilt or scare of the fact that the protectorate might went after him for trapping the emissary inside the mist. Third of all, we learned that Ismark, the brother of Irina, is being pursued by the Countess of Barovia, the person that we need to meet with to do some diplomacy. And we also learned that she has been rather pressing about these matters, wanting to get Ismark to go to her castle. And when rejected, she sent creatures that we did not know the shape of, but we can all assume that is horrifying in nature. After Ismark and oftentimes causing troubles outside the mansions, leaving claw marks and destruction everywhere they went, basically. And we can also assume that they may have been the cause of some children that went missing in the town. After the two people of the party supposedly lost their calm, learning about these facts, we had a bit of a party private conversation trying to assert the situations, figuring out our next plans and what we should do next, our options. After a bit of a heated conversation, more or less. And finally, we all more or less agree that if we decide to help Ismark, we will basically help him to the very end, and we might be attacked by the Countess along the way. So it's better to leave in the morning rather than leaving during the night. We also learned that some town or city was basically destroyed by the Countess, because the Countess found out about a person that she really likes went missing. Was it like Valaki? Or?
The ruins of Beres. The burgomaster murdered his own son.
Yeah, to prevent it, and then
yeah,
like that destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
We also learned about the nature of the Countess to the Vistani from Soul. So saying that the Countess is basically their protector, that she protect them and shield them from the dangers outside. So that was the start of our differences in points of view, basically. And after we went back and talked to Ismark, and after Styrax went to get a map from Irina, we also received a map of the Valley of Barovia. And
you can
I
find
think
it in your handouts, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it right now.
We also learned about Valaki is basically past the castle that we are going to. Is the supposedly safe destination that we supposed to take Ismark to.
Yeah. I will point out though that you were thinking about leaving Ismark at the crossroads between going to Valaki and the castle and let him
Yeah.
go on his own from there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I
To
think
do
there
both.
was a split situation between leaving there and taking him all the way. But yeah.
Yeah. You were scared of ruining diplomatic chances with the Countess. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. That was lovely. All right, let's set the scene. And remove that. Can I romance the Countess? I'd say that would be very brave to do so.
Okay, let Leo also
Might find out.
You can certainly try.
Yes.
It would be also good for diplomacy.
I
I guess.
Yeah, it will be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Oh, you were loud. Started out a little bit loud there. Calm down. All right, there we go. An uncomfortable silence hangs over the kitchen aisle as you guys finish eating your paprika. It's savory, a bit spicy, a little bit watery, but most of you don't have the appetite to eat more than half of the serving that you've been given. Dusk has fallen outside of the safety and warmth and light of this kitchen. And as such, dusk has also fallen in your spirits as you have just learned of your new fate. Ismark notices the mood around the table and flashes a quick, apologetic smile, but it's the most he's able to muster. He is also lost in his own thoughts, as Irina is, as she twirls her spoon around and round in her stew, hardly eating anything from it. But when you start to shift from your seats, quietly making your intentions clear that you intend to leave for various errands, her blonde mane cascades around her face as there's recollection that lights up in her pale blue eyes. Oh, I don't mean to be pushy or greedy. Could you help us with something else as well?
Sure. I mean, if it's something we can do quickly, I don't see why not.
Styrox will interrupt with one condition.
Well, you haven't heard what we need help with, but sure, is there anything we can do for you?
Can you actually explain why in the library all the books, all the pages turned?
Irina eyes kind of widen a little bit. She leans back in her chair, her head hanging a little bit low, hiding from you all by using her hair as a curtain. And Ismark looks at her for a second, and then he speaks. Father didn't really, well, you know, he lost his mind at the end. Didn't want Irina to take over and suffer the same fate he had, so he tried to sabotage for her. One night, we both awoke to a horrendous ruckus, and we found father outside burning books. and records. The rest in the library were torn. There's very little left of the treasure that was once our family's. I'm sorry if you couldn't find what you were looking for in there.
Well, what was the task you were wanting us to do?
Our father needs a burial. But no one in the town will help us. After the attacks began, they won't even talk to us. It's horrible, really. Friends I've had all my life and who I want to be a good burgomistress for is now avoiding me like the plague. They think we are cursed. Perhaps we are. But the thing is Marc can't leave the mansion. If he does, we fear that she will be there and snare him again with that spell that she casts or something. And I alone cannot carry my father and his coffin to the church. Besides, I'm a little bit afraid to go there on my own.
That sounds totally doable to me. I mean, for all it's worth, I think more this place is cursed overall than you. But yeah, I mean, I can probably carry a coffin.
Thank you.
He deserves a good burial.
I didn't hear what you said, Sugo.
Oh, sorry. I said he deserves a burial after all.
Yes, I agree. No matter what he did in life, he deserves to be rested among our family in the graveyard here. There is something I need to tell you before we go there. First of all, as any other funerals in the Valley of Barovia, I don't know if you do this outside or not, but they are always held in the morning at dawn as a blessing to the morning lord. So I request your aid of helping me carry the coffin and be with me during the funeral.
Sounds like there are dangers around the church.
Well, remember earlier when we talked about why... no, actually, Ismark says this. Remember when we talked about why the village of Barovia looking like this desolated? About the group of powerful individuals that came in about 4 years ago, led by that spellcaster who rallied people in a great rebellion against the Countess.
I remember.
There were one who returned. And that's Father Donovich's son. But he didn't return like he should. I'm uncertain. We're both a little bit uncertain about the details, but since none of us have had the courage to go up there ever since then. But the rumor is that Father Donovich keeps his son in the cellar, and he's some kind of monster.
Well, with us around, you don't have to fear anything. All right. Let's.
Are you still willing to help us then?
Well, yeah.
Of course.
Sounds kind of cool fighting a monster.
You are
So,
rather different from Barovians.
Perhaps.
Courageous or foolish, I can't know which one.
Well, if you know you can take it.
if we split the party, then who will protect your brother then?
I mean, in the morning, we can do that before going off. We'll just do the burial and then gather his mark and go out.
Alright. Then that makes sense to me.
Alright. Thank you. Do you want me to show you to your rooms, or there's a parlor? Anything we can do? Tea?
For now, we want to gather a few things still before we come back, and I guess then you can show a little bit more of the house if you want to.
Sure. I mean, it hasn't been cleaned that well in a while. There's a lot to take care of for two people, but I'm sure we can find something comfortable.
Great.
Okay.
Alright, so who wants to join me on a little bit of shopping?
I can.
Starex, you wanna join Soul on his music?
I'll go ahead with Soul and see if I can find any more information.
Alright, sounds good. Do your magic stuff. Stand up. Thank you for this great dinner. We'll be back soon.
I hope you liked it. Family recipe.
It's very tasteful.
Just before we go, can't you tell us when does the monster usually attack? So we have a concept of time for when to return.
It's almost like clockwork. Every 7 days in the middle of the night, they come. This will be the 6th night.
So supposedly the monster will attack on tomorrow evening or midnight.
Around that time, yes.
Thanks for your information.
Anything I can do, really.
Right, Daphne, with me. Let's go. Give Irina a wink, and I'll go.
Okay.
Starbucks will wait until everyone except Irene and Marc leave the room.
Uh-huh. And? Everybody does?
There's one thing I need to ask both of you. When you said that you saw people from outside the mist, did by any chance you saw a dwarf?
A dwarf?
Yeah.
What is that?
Never mind. and Starbucks will leave.
Okay, let's go for shopping first, guys. Woo!
Alright.
Um, it's just down the road. You already walked past the sign that says Bill of Mercantile. And so no worries with that. We're just gonna quickly flip on over there.
Ooh.
Here we are. And I need to change my notes. Where are my notes? Here we are. All right.
Quite fancy stuff.
Well, I don't know about that, but you walk into this shop with the sign over the door creaks a little bit on its hinges. That indeed reads Bill of Mercantile. It's warm inside, a little bit chaotic in how the shelves have been stacked, but it seems rather rustic, especially when it comes to what they carry. It seems a very rustic general store, and in the background you indeed find Bildreth himself, that long lanky figure. Seems to be noting down new inventory and putting things on shelves. Apparently he has gotten a new haul of something. Who could have guessed? And let's put out Leo and Daphne here. Whoop. Whoop. But he, as soon as he sees you come in, he slams shut the book he's been using to write up the new things in his inventory, puts aside a crate that he was pulling goods from, and immediately goes up to the counter, wringing his hands. Oh, I am so happy to see you return, my young master. Is there anything I can help you with, or do you just want to peruse?
There's actually a lot you can help me with.
Mm.
I was thinking perhaps you would have a few horses for us.
A few horses that I do have. Let's see. Currently that I can sell you, I got 3.
I'll look over to Daphne. I mean, we're a little bit tight with 3 horses.
I whisper back to Leo. If I remember correctly, Irina told us that there's only 1 horse in this town.
Perhaps
that they had 1 horse.
yeah, they had.
They have 1 horse.
I mean, that sounds good. I would definitely want to check up on their, stability and everything, check out if they're healthy. If that's possible.
Of course, but I acquired these 3 horses from that mysterious couch that I just purchased. It's 3 black draft horse stallions of the highest quality. Quite exciting.
That sounds very exciting indeed. Great. And what's like your finest wear here? What can you want to use the 15% discount on something,
Well, I got everything, a little bit of everything, in here. If you're looking for rations, any equipment that you require in your travels.
Or anything interesting for, very, very willing customers.
He gives you like a look of like, oh, I get you, sir, I get you. Well, I do have 2 items. This one over here, he goes over to the shelf where indeed there's this green potion sitting there. It has a, it's very, very thick through the glass, and he doesn't give it to you, only showcases it to you in his hands in a very elegant manner. This is bona fide tree sap created by Trevali, the alchemist in Valaki herself. It can be used to, from what I understand, make an area very hard to traverse through, and can perhaps make you become stuck. Can become handy in a moment of crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this one over here, and he reaches out for another item that he also showcases without letting you touch it. It's like a small pouch, bigger than a coin pouch. It is just covered in this rather long-haired fur of gray to brown to gray tones, and then attached to it, to the two ropes that you can open and close to it with it, is the tail of a small furred creature, like what is it called? Like a weasel's tail. It seems like decadently soft to touch. And he says, this one here I was able to acquire from some travelers who came through Barovia. I'm not quite sure what it does, but apparently you can stick your hand in there and take something out, usually alive. I haven't tried myself. Don't want to spoil the goods.
Interesting. And how many rations do you think we need, Daphne?
Horse.
Of rations for maybe 10 rations. Sounds good, right?
Do feel like so has the ration department taken
Okay.
care of, but
Okay, if you got it covered, that's true.
But-
All right.
if you want extra, I won't stop you.
Is there anything you want, Daphne?
No, not really.
Okay. I'll take all of it, the 3 horses and both of the items, please.
Oh, okay. Let me do some calculations and remove your discount. As I look through my notes. Horses. You also wanted the equipment that came with the horse? It's
Saddles and everything.
Yep.
Okay. I need to bring up a calculator. Let's see. We got bit and bridle. And we got ourselves a military. No, it's just a normal pack saddle. For 5. Okay, so 7. And then the horses. Okay. And then lastly, you also wanted the 2 magical items.
Of course.
And okay. And then we remove the discount, which was 15%.
Math.
Actually, that was very, very nice math, actually. He turns up to you after mumbling to himself a little bit like I just did. And he says, well, that brings us to a grand total of 500 gold pieces and 5 silvers, but I will give you a tiny discount and say 500 flat.
Great. And he like pulls out the piece of paper and like looks at the name, writes down the name of the thing, writes like what the cost is, and then it's like got some wax, to mark the check.
Sir, I mean no disrespect, but how am I going to cash in on this note?
Oh, you just gotta send it to my dad. I mean, you know my dad, right?
No, sir.
Oh.
Sadly, I don't.
Oh, perhaps I have not introduced myself correctly. I am Leonard Josel Caven, and I am part of one of the most wealthy families of the Protectorate. And yeah, he always pays my stuff like this, so don't worry. He's used to it. You just maybe get the sent to him, and he'll send the money back. It would be horrible if he wouldn't. I mean, it would be bad for his renown and everything. Can't imagine.
He looks interested, but it's clear that he doesn't know who your father is or who you are. And he says, the Protectorate is the capital, from what I understand, is a few days away. And how am I supposed to send this letter when nobody of us Barovians can leave?
I mean, you got the Vistani, right?
Oh no, I wouldn't. I don't trust the Vistani. They're charlatans and liars, deceivers, all of them. You cannot do good business with the Vistani.
I think there's certainly a few that are nice. I think there's certainly a few ways. You know
Not
what?
when it comes to
Actually,
money, sir.
Well, let's make it like this, I'm feeling generous. I see that you have trouble, so perhaps we'll just add 200 gold on top, and that makes it a little bit more comfortable, and maybe you just use that extra money and try to find someone who's willing to be a good person. I mean, I have Vistani with me, and he seems totally fine.
I would be fine with you paying half right now, and I get the other half through this note.
Well, I don't know how many people you know, but no one is dumb enough to walk around with that much money. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's gotta just get stolen the next day. That's why I usually do it like this. I mean, if I were to walk around with 1,000 gold, then I mean, there's not even enough space here. I mean, you can wait for the next person to come and buy these things, of course, if you want to, with all this money. I'm sure you're gonna find someone.
Perhaps I will. But I am sorry to say, sir, but I cannot trust this note, considering the nature of my own predicament and the
all right.
mischievous waves of the Vistani.
Okay, I mean, I'm getting out of here rather soon, as well, so, if you want to, I can make, a copy of it, and I take one, and I'll just bring it to him if you can't get it to him, and then he'll pay you.
I need some kind of deposit up front to be secure with this.
Well, as I said, I did not prepare to have any money on myself, but I can give you, well, probably not enough to make you happy, though, but...
Mr. Shopkeeper.
Yes, what can I do for you, madame?
What is our total cost without the 2 magic items?
let me go back to my. Let's see.
No, we don't take it all. I don't know. This is ridiculous.
Um,
I've never seen someone not accept this.
Well, there's always a first time for everything. I'm sure your father is powerful in the protectorate, but we are not in the protectorate right now. And this me whispering to Leo.
that would lead us to 280 gold pieces and 5 silver. But I can remove those 5 silver and just say 280 pieces flat.
So we're not coming to an agreement. I mean, again, I could deliver the message as well. It's gonna take a little bit longer. But, I mean, how could you not trust me? And are you really thinking that there's gonna be someone wealthier coming in here anytime soon?
So, you must understand this from my position. I have no people I can send out of the mist. You yourself, sir, I'm sorry to say, cannot leave the mists either. And the
Well,
Vistani
I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
The Vistani will only take the money and run for the hills, and I will never see it again.
Well,
So,
I
if
mean,
you want it bad enough, you pay for it.
I mean, I was just going to get to the counters, you know, to get us out. But
Perhaps
I mean,
you
of
can
course, I can.
deliver that note to her and see if you can get some cash from her, and come back.
Perhaps. But I was also thinking and telling that you are not really wanting to do business with friends of the Countess. Perhaps I will do that too.
So, I don't think we need to resort to such language.
Your loss.
Business.
Well, maybe you'll get understanding of the situation. But yeah, well, you have a few hours before we're gonna go meet the Countess. So, you can decide until then if you want to take it or not.
I have a business to run, sir. And
I'm sure
if you
you do.
have looked around, things aren't going that well. I need to look out for myself.
Exactly. You could use the money.
Yes, right now, and not stolen in the hands of a Vistani, spending it outside of the mists.
As I said, I can deliver it. I can talk to the Countess, make sure everything works out.
I certainly hope so. And the Morning Lord knows that we need more trade and import and export coming in here. I mean, look at us, it's a travesty.
Well, this is very unfortunate for you. Well, guess there's nothing to be done.
Very unfortunate.
You're so
sir.
stubborn.
Well, as I always say here, if you want it badly enough, you'll pay for it.
Say
And
about that.
he claps his hand together, and as he does that, his whole body rocks a little bit because he does it in such a forceful and determined manner. Out from his neck, for a second, you see a jasper stone attached to a leather necklace flash in before your eyes for a second, and he gets a little bit sorry, and brings it back down again out of from view.
Yeah, Leo's a little bit mad and annoyed, and he's just gonna stamp out of the shop.
All right, you're out on the street with Daphne.
Can you believe that? Incredible.
Well, looking at the perspective of getting things done, I believe that we can get 2 horses. If not, we can just walk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do business with this This guy, he has no
Then-
idea what he's doing. He's talking to. Unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure that you will need to get used to the fact that your position does not weigh a lot here in these lands.
Well, I thought he would be a smarter person than that. But, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't need any of this stuff anyway. It was just nice to buy something again. Honestly, that's why I did it.
Hmm.
Well, what do you think? Want to join the others on the tavern or go back to the mansion?
We can do that.
What, the tavern or the mansion?
I'll say to the tavern first.
All right. Sounds good to me. And we go there.
All right. Okay. So, Styrex and Soul had a little bit of a what is it? What is it called? You had more time in the tavern. Let's go here and bring our tavern music back on, or our happy music, as happy as we can be. Yep. Why are you so small, Soul?
A degrowth.
These girls are now working. They're out by the tables, doing their thing.
Oh, I see Styrax's new token.
Yay! There we go.
Nice.
Alright, you walk into a tavern that has more life in it than it had before, that's for sure, but it's not too much of a difference. Inside, it's once again warm and chaotic, cozy, but there are a few Barovians who sit around the tables, enjoying themselves some ale or some food. They're not very loud, mostly whispering to each other or speaking in low tones. But when they see you come in, it kind of becomes into more of a hushed whisper that goes through the crowd like a ripple, looking at you as you walk past. What do you want to do?
I would go up to Sylvia and Maribel
Mhm.
and say, and he will bow down and say, "Ladies, I'm here for the performance of tonight, if you don't mind, again."
Soria immediately lights up in a huge smile. Oh, I am so happy that you came back, Sol, to do this. I've been waiting for this for hours.
Well, I'll be sure to meet your expectations. Do you want me to start now, or...?
Have a glass of wine to loosen the tongue, and then... And she turns around, sees me about, if you are going to sit around do nothing, then at least don't do that in a bar spot. And Mirabelle hops and says, like, I will go to my room then, huh? Do you like that? It's better. Says Sorbian, and kind of Mirabelle leaves and blows a sherry.
Yes, I'll have a sip. Sorvia. I just want to make sure that our deal with the rations is still on.
Yes, it certainly is. I've talked to Alenka about it, and we agree upon one ration for every song that you perform.
Well,
Is that okay?
yes, I shall get starting. Styrax, are you fine, doing, your stuff while I perform for the crowd?
I'll gladly do that.
Fantastic. Lead me the way to the performance area, Savoie.
Well, she just points towards the raised platform just for the stairs and says,
Yeah.
shrugs her shoulder. It's the best we got.
And it's the best one I've ever seen. Thank you.
What? It's looking to be one of the better nights I've had in a while. Good luck.
Alright.
Okay, so the thing is here, for every song that you're able to perform, from start to finish, you will get one ration. So now is the question, how many songs do you have memorized that you can do this with? And we shall find that out by doing a... how many ranks do you have in your musical art and craft?
2 ranks.
Okay, so your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence, please.
Okay. Proficiency bonus plus my intelligence. Just straight intelligence?
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Let's see.
It's an art and crafts check with intelligence.
Plus intelligence.
Mhm.
1. Dice gods, please help me. Yeah!
Woo! Woo! Okay. So I'm going to do. 10 songs you will be able to perform. Just straight up from your memory.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alright, and you start your repertoire of songs. In general, what kind of songs does Soul perform?
A mixture of like energetic and calming. Like he will slowly build up with each song and reach the climax of the song, which is the most energetic song that he could think of, then end with something very calm.
Okay. So build up and then, a close dance song. Make me a general. Let's do your art and craft again with manipulation.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Wait, I didn't put bonus on that, huh?
Oh, you had more?
I didn't put the bonus on my first roll.
Your proficiency bonus, yeah, you should be 17 plus 3,
What?
right?
Yeah, 20.
So 12 songs then.
Oh, nice. So proficiency bonus and just manipulation, or no?
Yeah,
On my
proficiency bonus and your manipulation in a second.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh, okay. This is a very, very tough crowd, let me tell you. They don't have much life in their bodies. They do enjoy the music, but it's very hard to tell. But after a few songs, you get a few of them to tap their toes, and that's a victory in itself. All right, Starks, what are you doing?
Leaving Soul while playing, Starbucks will head to the bar and next to Alenka. Good evening, Miss Alenka.
Good evening to you, outsider. I don't think I ever got your name. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry. My name is Styrax.
Styrax. That's a strong name. Mm, a little bit. Sounds a bit dangerous. Are you dangerous?
As long as so far, no. But you can see that she is like, no.
She slaps you on the shoulder and laughs to herself. Relax, it was only a joke. Is there anything I can get you?
May I take a wine, please?
Of course, my dear. We got some. We don't have much wine left of higher quality. Is it okay to settle for a little bit lower?
It will do.
Okay. Then. How much is that? 4 copper coins, darling.
Sure. Here you are. He will give you like 5 copper.
Oh, much appreciated.
My pleasure. Also, with the deal with Sol, I can't thank you enough.
To be honest with you, the deal is very, very generous. Thankfully, we're overflowing on food because we just had some come in through your companion Sol's Bustani caravan. Wine, on the other hand, if you were asking for that, you might be able to get a bottle at the end of his all of his performance tonight.
I don't know. It will depend on how he does, though.
It's very important for Sylvia. I'm a little bit more of a calm soul. I prefer writing and accounting. I'm a rather boring Bustani all in all. But Sylvia, she needs a party here and there, and well, it's hard being far away from our family by running this tavern. But look at it now. And indeed, Sylvia is standing just by the staircase and like dancing a little bit to herself to the music.
She seems quite happy.
As she should be. Life is short, my friend.
Indeed. By the way, I actually very intrigued about the Bastani because I know you go with caravans like Sol did, but why did you decide to run the tavern?
It's... I took it over from another Barovian who lived here. They didn't have any children and they were too old. And when there was nobody who wanted to take over the tavern, Vistani talked about that perhaps it could be a good place for caravans coming in and out of the mist to restock on food and wine. And seeing that I got a head for numbers, I decided to try. And my 2 sisters didn't want me to be lonely, so they came with me. I am eternally grateful for what they did, but I'm afraid that I'm hurting them in their isolation.
Things can be worse. So, be
Things
grateful.
can be better as well.
so far in my life, things weren't for the better.
Well, then it's only uphill from now. You just gotta seize the moment, enjoy the day, drink that wine, and go up there with Savoie and dance a little bit. It will lift your spirits.
Yes, I'm kinda like you. I'd rather just take a book.
Okay, then sit down here. I think we have a bar stool that is not broken somewhere. She searches around, finds herself a bar stool, puts it down there. There you go, sweetie. You can read as much as you want and get a little bit drunk while you do that. It's the best kind of reading.
Thank you so much. And she will just cast Mage Hand and use the Mage Hand to move the book pages.
Oh, that's a sweet trick.
When you have magic, sometimes you gotta use it.
Yes, flaunt what you have. The doors open once more. Everyone in the room quiets down a little bit, stop tapping to the music, looking a little bit embarrassed around. Sees that is two other. Oh no, I exited the game. Whoopsie doopsie.
Bye.
And they are out.
Oopsie doopsie. I need to restart the music.
Whoops.
Accidentally clicked on mouse 3. Where do you have it? Where do I have it? There we go. There we go. Okay. Coming through the doors is two other outsiders, which causes another ripple of just staring and gossiping going through the Barovians.
Smile to them and wave a hand.
I acknowledge their presence by nodding.
Okay.
Um,
There's some dance-friendly music in here, and you can see Sorvia standing beside the staircase, dancing away on her own. And Styrex is over by Alenka, by the bar, and seeming to sip on some wine and read something.
First, join Styrex at the bar and be like, I could really use a little bit of beer right now. If you are so kind.
Arik, the barkeep, Alenka seems to be busy with something else,
Yeah.
having her back to you, but she twists her head and gives you a smile. Arik looks at you from underneath his moustache, almost. And with rough and coarse movements, fills up a mug of ale, slams it down on the table in front of you. 4.
Or, yeah, he's gonna move. I think he knows that's probably gonna be like copper, right? I mean, he has bought beer before. I was gonna move for a copper over.
Oh, he nods, takes it, and put it into what seems to be a strong box underneath the bar table.
Gonna take a big sip. Finally, someone who wants to do business with me. That's how I like it.
Well, if you...
I guess business didn't go well.
Nah, he's very stubborn. Thinks that people walk around with a bunch of gold all the time. Well, his laws. Wasn't
Yeah.
anything interesting to get there anyway.
If you ask the sister here to buy her their entire tavern with just a piece of paper, would they agree?
Me, perhaps, I don't know. But I wasn't buying the whole shop, you
Wait.
know.
Wait, paying with a paper?
I mean, that's how you pay big loads of money. Have you never paid big loads of money before? You think you just walk around with like thousands of gold?
No, I actually didn't manage to pay more than at
Oh,
most
so
20 gold pieces.
sorry. Yeah, I apologize. Well, usually, when I'm close to my house, I don't even need to give them a check. They usually just go to my father and get the money there. But yeah, so when it's like a little bit further, I usually just give them something to that they know that they can put in and get their money for sure.
Mm.
That's all. You get a little wax seal, and everyone knows my family, so they know that they're gonna pay, even if they don't like it.
The Styrox will laugh. And you really think that being stuck in this mist, people will actually know?
I mean, everyone knows my family.
Uh,
I mean, everyone important, at least.
there are more people in this world than nobles and royalties, Your Highness.
You don't need to call me that. But, I mean... Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. I'm sure the next time we get someone a little bit more intelligent, we'll be able to buy stuff.
Wait, so you didn't get anything at all?
No, you don't have business with someone who, doesn't even know who you are. I mean, come on. That's disrespectful.
Do I need to remember you that only Irene has one horse?
Yeah?
Do you really pretend to go by foot?
I mean, we did that before. And
Yeah,
it's
well,
not like, if he
well-
doesn't take my money this way, he also's not gonna, I mean, unless you happen to have 300 gold around you.
No.
See? Ridiculous.
Actually, if possible, then we can buy 2 more horses. If not, then we can just walk.
I don't want to do business with this guy. I'd rather
Well-
walk.
Only because he doesn't know your family?
No, because he didn't even, understand the situation. He could have gotten so much money. And he just... I can't believe it. Like, there's not a businessman,
But he can't leave the mist.
I mean, there are people that can leave the mist. And I mean, we're gonna take care of the problem anyway. Just needed to wait a little bit.
The Styrox will just fail spam and just keep reading.
I
Oh,
don't
did you
think
find anything, Styrex? Here.
No,
Why don't you do some
but
stuff?
Sol is actually doing it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice music. See, yeah, a little bit more energetic here. Perhaps I'll, and he'll like down the beer. Perhaps I'll have a little bit of fun before we go back to the mansion. And he's gonna join Savoie
Oh,
dancing.
okay. Sylvia is very happy that you're there and immediately starts vibing off with you. She is an intimidating dance partner, though.
Sure, but he feels confident, so
Right.
nothing intimidating then. Just be confident.
Okay. Alright. You, indeed, Saul, you can see on the little dance floor in front of you, Sylvia and Leo rock out to your music.
Yeah. And I'll be like to her, "You're pretty good."
Darling, I am fantastic.
Bro. Doing that, have you learned it anywhere, or seem like you a natural talent for this?
Life taught me. No, growing up at the Vistani, this is what happens around the campfire almost any night. I miss it so. The clear, crisp night air. And when you leave Barovia, you get to see the stars. All of the instruments and voices of the Vistani, and then the rustle of our silk and the jangle of our bangles, the stomping of our feet into the ground as we just go round and round again around our campfires, and getting very drunk on wine.
That sounds wonderful. I mean, we'll go there soon, so can see that from my own eyes.
If you're heading to Madame Eva, yes.
Exactly.
Ask them to tell you stories as well. We're very good at that as well.
Ooh, got something?
Well, I'm not myself a storyteller, but there are a few in Madame Eva's camp that I wholeheartedly recommend.
Ooh. Got a name?
Yes, 1 second. As I look into my notes.
Deep notes.
Yeah, going into the deep notes.
Notes.
The vault.
Yes, well, Ionis knows the old lore. Well, if you really want old, then you should ask Madame Eva. But I know all the traditional stories. And then Flor brings together all of the magnificent stories that we gather from outside of the mists and bring them to the Vistani who stay in here.
Thanks. Well, I mean, it's like a day travel from here, right?
About a little bit more than a day, if you're going by foot.
I mean, I'm not sure if that works for you, but perhaps you can travel with us for that day and go back after chilling there a little bit with us.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. I'm gonna run and ask Alenka. Whee! She runs across the room and talks very excitedly with Alenka behind the bar, leaving you alone on the dance floor for a bit.
Yeah, he's just gonna lean cool at the stairway to the side. Just lean.
Yeah, I can picture it. Oh my god. Okay. In the meantime, did Daphne and Starks talk about anything, or did you just enjoy the atmosphere and the music and each other's company?
Daphne will give Styrak like a TLDR of what happened. Wow. You see, basically, we all visited the salt shop and they did not accept his checks. That's why he decided to refuse doing business with that shop.
Styrax will sigh. Did he really only because of that?
From my perspective, why his reason may seem childish. The fact that we did not get near any horse may not be that much of a problem. Maybe it will benefit us in the long run.
Still,
From what I've seen of these lands, horses might only end up getting eaten again.
yeah, actually, yeah, it could be actually true. But so far, we only have. If Irene wants to serve it, we only have one horse.
Hmm.
At this point, it might even be worth it not using it at all. Just go by foot all.
If we decided to not buy any more horses, then I'll say leave the horse for her. She may need it.
Well, obviously.
Did you manage to find any information?
So far, no, it doesn't seem here that there's anyone who could use more information. But at least we got rations, I guess. So, it's something.
And yes, we did not buy anything, so no ration from the shop either.
So far, so what I heard, every song that sold performance, it will be one ration. So we maybe get some if he can keep going.
I hope so too. If not, I can hopefully hunt for some animals in these lands. Hopefully they are not all corrupted by the magics and everything.
Just beware of not killing ravens. We already saw that it's something here.
Weird that you warned me about ravens, but not bats.
That time was peculiar, to say the least. But so far, we only have a Bestani with that mark on his neck.
I believe he will be fine. I hope so. I hope that he will be fine.
I hope so too, but I might try to investigate a little bit further for that.
You do seem to be quite the powerful magic caster. We'll be depending on you regarding these matters.
You see Starbuck's face just goes down. I don't know if you should trust me with that.
Irex, I do not trust you. I trust your abilities that you have showcased.
And for that, I'm actually grateful. Thank you.
Alenka, Sylvia comes running past you and like grabs Alenka behind the counter. And like goes, Alenka! Ripping on her, basically on her on her sleeve. Almost rips it off in excitement. Could I travel to Madame Eva's camp with these people? Since we should as Vistani show our hospitality and guide them and show them a good time in these lands. And you mean you got Mirabelle and she needs to show step up and be more responsible. And then Alenka puts like a hand in her face. Shh. Please, I understand what you're saying. Yes, it's alright. We can do that. Really, sis? Oh, I love you! And there's a quick hug. And then Alenka, Sylvia goes running past you guys again and back to lay on the dance floor.
Looks like our boss making a deal without us again.
Isn't this already the third time he did it?
I hope that I get used to it.
Anyways, and Starbucks will keep reading.
Daphne will ask for a beer.
Arik again comes up, fills up a mug, slams it on the table in front of you. 4.
Yeah, I put in 4 copper.
He nods, takes it, moves it from your sight. And you vibe out a little bit. And as you vibing, as Saul is in the end of his repertoire, takes you a little bit less than, it takes you about an hour to finish all of his songs. We are going to go for a quick break. Woo!
Wow!
Woo!
Hey.
Look at you guys being so cute.
Oh man. It's so much fun doing the dumb stuff. It is so much fun.
being allowed to do dumb is good.
Yes.
Me dumb.
Well, it's intelligent
Me
dumb stuff.
baby, me them. You take care of me. Oh yeah, we have to settle the bet.
Okay, here we go. Gonna do a poll. Manage a poll. Okay, so, new poll. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Will the doggo be sacrificed? Yes. No. And how many points did you bet?
Oh, we put in big. We put in like 10,000 each.
I think 10k each.
10k each. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and duration is 2 minutes. Okay, is Neo here and ready? You ready?
I'm here.
Oh shit! No, I mean Hemo.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Shit! Hemo. I mean Hemo.
Wait.
Ah!
Wait, what's happening?
Oh,
What's
sorry.
happening?
We're doing a poll.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and there we go. We start poll. Woo! I bet that the PC would get sacrificed, but I bet on the yes here. Yeah, you're right. Either way, the sacrifice moment, the one who won, Neo, right? Who said that no dogs would be sacrificed and they would survive.
Yeah.
He won. So, honor dictates. 1 no, and the rest would go yes.
Yeah. They got 1/3 of my point. Sad.
Yeah, 10,000k.
We actually made the bet when there was 2. I think it was planned to be 3 groups, and that's when we made the bet.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
we were hoping like the one who got the most that win, but it was only 1 in the end.
Yeah. All right, time to pop another cough drop.
Ooh.
I have like laid them out in front of me of like strategically when to eat them. One in the beginning, one during the break, and one afterwards.
Different flavors as well?
No, it's just classic blue Vicks, extra strong, extra fresh.
For me, I have some like mint is kind of like a medicine, but not really, to help with my throat.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's mint, but the flavor is apples and cinnamon. It's quite good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is 4 people writing yes?
Wait, what? Both yes.
Oh, they're betting 10,000k? How are they able to bet 10,000k? Wow. Okay. I hope this worked. I don't know what happened now. I hope it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Bex, I want to do something during the last performance, so.
Oh, okay. We shall go to that moment in just a moment.
Yeah.
Remember to
Yeah, and that's also
everybody to refill your drinks. Okay.
We'll also
Well,
talk with Sylvia a little bit,
do some stretches.
but we can do it later.
Look
after
at
the
some
performance.
puppers. Memes. And it's saying yes is the winner. Okay, we can't do that because the one who gets the most votes win. Okay. In spirit, we did this poll, and somebody got more points than others.
Nah, in that case, don't worry too much because Himo and Suko cast each one lone soul against a lone soul battle.
From you.
Yeah. Both of them have to do it. In my case, I don't have much time, so I can.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So that's you're challenging them. Then you, Neo,
Yeah, pretty much.
you decide which level they are and what they get to fight against. Is that okay?
Oh no.
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. And they can do it together, perhaps. 2 lone souls coming together to fight something.
Ooh.
Okay, that
I
sounds
can
awesome.
do it as well.
I think that would be actually better and most fun.
Yeah, that's true. Woo! There we go. Make them fight each other. I mean, that's totally doable as well.
No. Come on.
No. I actually seeing what everyone can do. This is I actually want to see PvP, but nah, PvP
Okay.
D&D is broken.
Okay.
Actually it's not that much fun to watch.
Okay. Fair. Well, we shall take a look at the monster list together later and make a decision. Yeah. Sorry. Does anyone need more time for a break or?
Nope.
I'm back.
No,
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm back.
Awesome. Okay, let's bring it in again. There was something that Leo first wanted to do with Sylvia, right?
Yeah, I think it's best to do while the music's still going before the crazy thing happens at the end. And he's gonna be like Yuvastani, travel out and in all the time. I'm sure you've seen the outside as well, right?
Not all the time. It happens from time to time. It depends upon, the caravan and what the purpose is. Most of the time we do like supply runs and we go to other cities to have fun time, checking out bars and bringing our entertainment and fun times to other people. But sometimes, Soul's Caravan went on a long trip just because they wanted to see something new, experience something new. But there are some Vistani who are just happy being here. Like Madame Eva, I don't think she's ever... Well, not from what I've heard. Perhaps when she was younger.
You were out and about, I assume.
I went on one when I was a little bit younger. Before Alenka took over the tavern. But I never left the shores of Domokan. It was more of a bring in wine and food and more jewelry and fancy cloths through Bersoy.
Perhaps I can show you a little bit around then. I know the outside pretty well. Sometime in the future.
There's something I need to tell you. And she drags you over towards the wall, right over here. And gets a little bit closer. But she doesn't see it as anything. Ooh. She does it because she doesn't want to be hurt. Do you know, right? You do know, right, that you... It's only Vistani who are able to leave Barovia once you enter in here. If you didn't know, this is totally awkward, and I'm very sorry.
No, all good. I was actually wanting to know if you know or not.
Well, yes.
Have you ever brought anyone in? Non-Vistani?
She looks down on the ground a little bit. A little bit uncertain about herself. Her mood drops, and she says, "Is rather something I don't want to talk about, if that's okay. Not right now, at least."
Yeah, it's all good. I'm sorry for ruining the mood. It's just, I didn't know it for too long. And I was just wondering what kind of person talking with here. Like, grab her hand. But I think you're fine.
What did I tell you? I'm fantastic.
True. That you are.
And she takes your hand and brings you back to the dance floor again. Just the time we have. All right.
Well, yeah.
So. Eventually.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
So after the second to last song ended, he took another sip of the wine, and it looks to the crowd, and he realized how like the crowd is. They're starting to go, along with the songs that he played, and he will like say hours like.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming here tonight. The next one is my song, and hopefully you enjoyed my performance.
Then he's gonna sit down once again. Then he's gonna do.
Sorvia got woo!
Yeah,
And
and
it's
he was
yours,
woo!
woo!
So let's go!
Then he's gonna sit, once he sits down, say,
This is my last song. I hope you all like it.
then he's twirling it up. Then he's gonna do a soul classic. Because of his his experience like embedding magic to his music, because he saw someone do it and wants to learn from it. Do Serene Display on the final song.
Oh. I guess that could be something like this, but a lute instead of a piano.
Yeah, a lute.
I don't have a lute, sadly.
Because it's the what do you say? Final song that is the calmest of them all, just to like give everyone life back, basically.
Okay. The playing some proper soul music there.
Yep, that's the point.
I hate everything. No.
So I just want to put it out there. So here we go. Just make it official.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to roll anything? Do I have to roll my
No.
soul check? Okay.
Isn't Serene Display an ability rather than a? It's not a
It's
spell.
It's part of the artistry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's once per long rest,
Oh yeah.
which
so
makes
you-
sense. Yeah.
Right, you're not doing a healing spell more right now. It's more you're doing like an emotional healing spell, if that makes sense. By not casting a
Yeah.
spell, but through your music.
Emotional detox. Yeah.
Make me an artistry with presence and advantage.
Presents.
Yeah.
Ooh. So 1d20 plus presence, which is
Plus your proficiency
Well-
bonus, because it's a
plus
using your
2.
musical skill.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's do that one more time. Yep, 18.
Indeed. The tavern actually quiets down. Even Alenka over there and Rado in the corner listens up, quiets down, and turn their heads towards you and pay attention to your song.
Yeah. Soul will ensure that everybody knows that this is a heartfelt song, that this comes from his soul or heart.
Ha
No.
Mhm.
And then at the very end, he let the last note ring out, and just take a deep breath and just look up.
I also think for this calm song, Leo's just gonna like go and grab Sarika and go to like dancing position for like a more classical dance for this calm music.
You want to do like a waltz?
Yeah, for example.
Ooh.
Wait. I have the waltz thing from the Dead House.
Were you playing that? Like,
Yeah.
perhaps you did. This song is like a remix of that increases complexity and makes it longer.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god. I don't know what consequences this will have.
No, dance with
Okay.
her.
She giggles a little bit, and like with mock seriousness, she takes the same like regal posture and humors you. And when it's all
Brilliant.
over, she turns away from you, Leo, and looks at Saul with a little tear in her eye and go, "Yeah, that's really good, Saul. It was so beautiful."
Yes, it was quite amazing.
Soul will stand up and takes a deep bow and saying,
Thank you for listening to me. May your souls be fresh and brand new.
then he takes off. It takes down, and goes to Styrex and Daphne.
Mhm.
Like slowly, but just quietly. Quietly.
Yeah, Soria follows, saying, "Oh, I water time. Ooh, water and wine time." Stands at that side of the bar. Do you follow Leo back to the bar?
Yeah, probably. And like probably like accompany Soul and be like, "Hey man, that last one was kind of magical. I don't know how to describe it really. It's different."
Soul would smile at Lee and say,
Well, let's just say my lessons from my mentor helped me on that one.
Definitely see you being a famous musician.
Yeah, seems so.
then he will look at the. Wait, I'm sorry. Look at Alenka and say,
Do you have any other alcoholic beverages I could get? Just down one before I leave, you know.
Well, we have not done much Red Dragon Crush wine left. Mostly have purple grape mash. You can get that for 4 copper, just as you can get some ale for 4 copper. Something Arik does. I don't.
Well,
We don't
I'll get
enjoy the ale, but apparently the Barovians do.
I'll get the purple crush.
The purple grape mash.
Great mash, yes.
Yes. All right. That will be 4 copper, brother.
4. Just kidding. And he will rummage down his pouch and bring out 4 coppers. There we go.
Back to.
And he will take the glass or apparatus that holds the wine and turns around and leans back. Basically, it's like smoking in a corner, smoking with your wall behind. It's like that feeling.
All right.
Leo will like throw his arm around him, go like look close and be like, you know, I got Soria to come with us to the Vistani. Just want to let you know, seems like she has a little bit for you, Thought I'd help you out.
He pauses as he was drinking a look at Leo, and it's like,
Are you sure that she can, handle herself? It is great if she wants to come, but I want to ensure that she can fend for herself. We cannot bring more civilians in these parts. As much I hate to stop her for joining us.
I mean, it's kind of your loss, if you want to talk with her about it. I feel like I wouldn't let that opportunity fly. If I were you.
Well, that's a good point.
how about then he gestures behind him with Daphne Serix and say,
Did you talk about them about your this predicament?
I mean,
He didn't tell us, but we heard it.
Ah,
We
Fantastic.
did learn about it ourselves.
see,
Didn't even bother to ask.
no, we just have the perfect connection. I mean, come on. It's not gonna be a problem. We can deal with everything that will be thrown at us. I mean, you just saw Daphne just destroy this big wolf with one hit. I feel like I don't think we have to really.
Yeah, and
be scared.
after seeing 4 horses die.
Well, I mean, that was just unfair situation,
Yeah, like I said, overconfidence will be the first thing that killed you.
Well, I am confident for all of you, so that's probably why I'm overconfident. You guys seem to feel like everything's gonna come around and kill you in the next moment. So I think I need to play it up a little.
Once you experience near death, you won't think the same.
then Sol will take a deep breath and stand up and go towards to Sorvia.
All right, just around the corner here.
Like, switch the places.
Yeah.
Let him, take the seat there. Give him, a fist bump to the shoulder.
Sol will lean on the table with one hand pointing upright, holding the wine on his hand. He will look at Sorvia and say,
So, you want to join us? I've heard. Am I right, Sylvia?
Yes, we are family in Madame Eva's camp. Sir Paul.
Well, as you
Thank
know, the path we're planning to take might have dangers accompanied with it. What?
Rangers? What are you talking about? This is Barovia.
Well, I thought so as well. But with these people alongside me, it seems like they're attracted danger in their name. If I was by myself, I would be on my way to the caravan.
Oh, she leans in a little bit to you and to whisper once again, getting close without meaning anything. I heard old Ion talk about this. If it ever would happen to me, that if there's somebody who really want to come into Barovia with you, and you're helping to guide them in, and something would happen along the way, the only thing you do as the Vistani is step aside, and it would be safe.
I'll put a finger towards my lip and say,
Shush now. They already know that they're stuck here.
Yes, I talked to. I don't even know his name. The cute one, at least.
Call him Prickhead.
Prickett.
Yep.
You don't like him?
It's a nickname I gave to him. Don't worry about it.
Should I be wary?
No, you don't have to worry anything.
Okay. Interesting.
So, I just want to know, how can you defend yourself? As much as the party that I'm currently in can fight, there are chances that we cannot defend you.
But Sol, I don't need to defend myself.
Again, I thought too as well. Until we
you-
got attacked in the middle of the night by some wolves.
Did you try to step aside and not fight?
Well, a wolf is eating my face when I try to.
That's interesting. Ion told me that if you just said like, "Hey, I'm a Vistani, I won't do anything," then the wolves and the bats won't touch you.
Well,
I mean, no Vistana has died from a bat or a wolf.
there's something amiss. Well, if you are sure that you are safe,
I'm
will-
traveling in my homeland between the village of Barovia and Serpol. What is going to happen?
he will look like he burrow his furrows and look at Sorvia.
Servia, I'm telling you in the graces of my mind. Please, I want to know if you can defend yourself at least. There are chances that you are not protected as you thought you would be. You can never be too careful.
Well, I know how to throw a punch. That's for sure.
Do you know how to shoot a crossbow?
In theory.
Let me.
But I don't understand why is the Countess allowing such danger around you?
That is what I want to ask. And I'm on my way there. But I just want.
You're taking them to the Countess directly? Is that what she wants?
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
It's a little secret. But we're on our way there.
Fancy.
I just.
Say hello from me.
Yeah. It's a little secret.
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Uh-huh.
I want you to prove me that you can at least shoot a crossbow. Do you have an area where you can shoot?
Well, perhaps not tonight. I mean, I'm working tonight, but tomorrow, perhaps. I don't have any crossbow though.
Don't worry, we'll use mine.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So,
Are you up for shooting some crossbows tonight as well?
of course, if we could do it now, it would be for better.
She gives you a little bit of a look, a wry smile, when she says shooting crossbows.
Soul will smile back.
Would you smile as in just friendly, or as in you took the hint?
Oh,
and you
friendly.
agree? Oh, you didn't take the hint. Okay.
Yep. I'm oblivious and drunk because of the amount of alcohol I've consumed so far, I believe.
Okay. She kisses you.
Soul will go back and say,
Well, do you have a room in this tavern?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are rooms. After I'm done.
then Soul will move forward towards Sylvia. With his free hand, grabs her in her chin and say,
I can't wait for tonight.
and kiss her one more time. Then turns around, then goes to the rest of the gang.
All right. And Alenka, with a smile, kind of tells Sorbia to stop daydreaming and start working. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. She goes off working.
Yeah, Leo will probably, while they're like, he moved them over, and then he'll like lean over to Daphne and watch them,
Uh-huh.
and like see all that unfold and hear a little bit, and be like, oh boy, he needs to learn a little bit, but he has the heart.
Did Daphne, Styrex, and Leo, did you have any conversation you want to do in RP, or was that what's
Yeah,
happening?
that's what he said. He's like
Mhm.
going a little bit closer to Daphne and like looking over there,
Mhm.
and be like, and say that, be like,
Ah, I see. Sorry.
oh boy, he needs a little bit of learning there, but I mean, he got the heart. He got it across. That's all you need, right?
If we are bringing the miss with us, then you two will take care of her. Her
Oh, I'm
safety,
sure Soul will take care of her.
her safety is none of my concern. Frankly speaking.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, this was very fun. All right. Anything?
Yeah. So Soul will come back, right? Come back and say,
Well, seems like I'll be busy tonight. Where are you guys planning to sleep?
Well, we will go back to the mansion, probably. But I mean, not sure it's fine staying here for the night. Just meet us in the morning.
Yeah,
At the church,
Uh,
maybe?
I agree. And also, Leo.
Hmm?
She doesn't know how to fight. I'm sure you hear that.
Yeah, that was was quite entertaining.
Alright.
Did it good.
Wait. I'll ensure that she had the basics down before we leave in the morning.
Oh yeah, get all the basics down. That's always important.
Yep.
Keep up the lessons,
Don't worry. I'll take care of it. Seems like Sorvia wants to go into this journey. And I don't
Sure.
want to hinder her freedom to do so.
Great. That's what I
Alright.
think.
Where do you
Cool.
plan to go now,
Hmm.
since the performance is done?
Yeah, I mean, was supposed to not get there too late. Remember Rena saying? I mean, I might not be that bad for this night, but just in case, we should probably go before it's getting night, just so we can get in the mansion again. So we'll probably take our leave. Look at the others, unless there's something you guys want to do.
No, not really.
No, better keep going unless you want to invite more people.
Um,
Well, if
Unless
there's
you're
more beautiful
home.
ladies walking around, I'm sure I can make it happen.
then are you sure you don't want to spend the night here instead of the mansion?
I mean, we should make sure that nothing's gonna happen over there. I mean, yes, it's usually is on the 7th weekday, but
No, I'm
See.
talking about you,
Oh.
not us. Yeah.
if I want to sleep at the mansion,
Hmm.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't I? You're trying to... What are you trying to getting at?
I'll leave it up to your interpretations.
I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
While Sol seeing all this unfolds in front of him, he'll look
Mhm.
at Alenka, who's in the bar still,
Yeah.
say,
Alenka, I just want to ensure that the rations are provided for.
Yes, of course. 12 songs, that's a little bit more than I thought. But it's okay. I will keep my word. Since we're a little bit busy today, I will be ready for tomorrow morning sometime.
Okay, I'll be sure to be here around that time.
I will try to wake up early for you.
Well, let's just say I cannot wait the dance that Sylvia will pull.
She's quite a dancer. I hope you get enough sleep.
And same to you as well.
And don't worry about me. I
Then-
have earplugs.
then Sol will... Wait, Sorvia is still there? Or she
She's
got
tending
out
to
of there?
tables. She's working.
Alright. Then Sol will just sit down at the bar, just waiting for the time to come, and looks at the rest of the bar and say,
You all can go ahead and do your business. I'll do my business here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, get all the basics down. We got it. Gee. Alright, let's go. At least, you know. And he'll just stand up. I mean, you too, maybe.
As Starbucks before leaving, will leave a silver coin in the bar. I'll leave.
Alenka gives you the warmest of smiles. Much appreciated, sweetie. Okay. What indeed? Back to the mansion you go. Is there anything you wanna do in particular at the mansion?
I think, just on the way, you know, getting into outside again, that the alcohol kicks in a little bit more for Leo. And he, like, goes forward, like, arms around both his party members of the shoulder and be like, you know, you both could really use like some relaxation as well, you know? I feel like you're always putting yourself in the back, not really enjoying the tavern time.
If you weren't my boss, I would punch you in the face right now. That should be my means of relaxation.
Yeah, you're
The-
funny, for sure.
There's other ways of relaxation, just not drinking.
I mean, yeah, of course.
And Starbucks will actually take the Leo's hand away.
All right. I see. I think it will be fun. Just drinking a little bit, but I understand. I mean, there's always multiple ways of relaxation. The best thing is to have a healthy mix, Don't back off, of course. I'm sorry, a little bit drunk.
As Starbucks will try to ignore Leo all the way to the mansion.
Alright. Okay. In the morning in the mansion. Not before the morning, I should say. Let's go. Here we go. Back to Death House number 2. You're shown
Yes.
in. Irina does the whole spiel again, that she opens up the door and is very careful about it and sees you, and a little bit happy that the Bastani isn't here. Get a little bit sheepish. But she welcomes you warmly, shows you to rooms that she has prepared, and to guest rooms. They are not the most grandiose. I mean, for for Leo standards, this might be a little bit underneath his purse, if that makes sense.
Perhaps. Yes.
But it's rather comfortable and spacious for Styrex and Daphne. A little bit dusty, but she has tried her best. You can see there she has done like a last minute clean. And she offers some tea before bed, if anybody would like that.
Yeah, Daphne
Sure.
will take some.
Starbucks will do.
Very nice.
Thank you, miss.
At least I can do. She also asks if there's anything else you would need or want.
Do you have any camping equipment left over?
Camping equipment?
A tent?
Our family has always been situated here in the mansion for generations. Only time we have gone outside is when we go to visit Valaki. But that's something my father did in his youth. I remember the Valakovich family did come once when Marc and I was little. I don't think we have much.
Then it's fine. Don't worry about it. I figure it doesn't hurt asking.
Very true. Somebody else wanted something?
I mean, is this the
Nope.
showing of the? Oh, go ahead.
Oh
Sorry.
no, in my case, no, it was nothing.
Oh,
Okay. Perhaps is the tour still possible?
oh, right. Yeah, we can do a a quick tour. I don't know if there's anything here that's going to impress you.
It's just nice to see the places.
She smiles hastily again and walks a few steps away. And well, come on. I don't have all night.
All right.
And she shows you from room to room. There was a small ballroom in here, and an office, that library that basically was ransacked, several guest rooms and washrooms, that great dining room that you were already in with the rusted chandelier. All in all, I mean, there has been old money in this house. Furs and paintings and silverware and things like that. But it's definitely fallen into a state of disrepair and needs a thorough cleaning.
Is he showing her room as well?
Yeah, when she comes to the upper floors, she would point them out and like quickly open up the door a little bit to it and then close it.
I think Leo will just like move in the moment she opens.
Oh no.
Be like,
All right. She sighs a little bit to herself, and but looks a little bit amused as well, and walks in. It's a rather quaint room. This rather see-through white lace draping around the king-size bed that sits in the middle. Windows that goes towards the forest or the fields in the back of the house. It's very tidy. None of those problems of being unclean exist in this room. There's a little boudoir standing in a corner with some pillows and a blanket. The soft hues of pastel colors. There's also a desk where there's some writings and some notebooks, and another desk where there seems to be a few projects of embroidery. Some yarns and some needles and these suspenders where you suspend some cloth in it so you can do needlework, and you can see a few rather beautiful like flower compositions with a few animals as well that she's been working on.
wow, this place is beautiful.
Thank you.
Earl in the mansion.
I try to make it's Marc, and well, we try together to make at least these parts of the mansion feel like
Yeah, I mean
home.
that's excellent taste, and he'll like go over to like these flowers and look at them. Impressive.
Oh, thank you. I figured that a girl needs a hobby.
Yeah. And he'll like sit on a bed and look around. Well, I'm sorry that everything's so difficult outside this room.
I'm not afraid of a little bit of hard work. No matter what my father thought, I wanted to do my best of leading this village one day. Now it looks like they won't let me, and I've been a little bit preoccupied recently, but all of this is a little bit too much for what I alone can handle.
I think you can do it. I really do. I mean, you're a little bit shy, which, you know, is not the easiest when you have to lead. But aside from that, you have all the good intentions. I don't think people will understand that. I think they'll follow you.
If they get over this alleged curse, I would be ecstatic if they did give me the chance to try.
I mean, just go around, talk to people, be nice, and I'm sure they'll realize that you're just a pretty girl trying to do the best.
I hope they will listen to me, because I'm more than just pretty.
Sure. But I mean, that's what they what you will show them.
She goes over and leans against the work table where she has her embroidery and picks up one in her hands and let her fingertips lightly brush over a few golden flowers. Could we not talk about me? Tell me about yourself. Where do you come from? What do you do? Do you have a family?
I do. I do have quite the family. I from the Protectorate. I'm son of a very big house there, and I've you know lived around there and tried to learn everything I could, you know. And my parents always supported me. I mean,
Wow.
it's been difficult from time to time with my parents, but I'm sure they have their heart at the right place. I'm just sometimes a little bit troublesome, you know. Chew on the nose.
I know that very well, having troublesome parents. Or parents. It's not easy growing up with parents who have so much responsibility on their shoulders.
Yeah, that's what my dad liked to tell me too. And he didn't really enjoy me living a enjoyable life. He wanted me to, you know, study all day and go through the training and classes and stuff.
Oh,
I mean, he has good attention, sure, but he's sometimes a little bit cold.
that sounds wonderful. I would love if my father had given me that kind of care and attention. And I perhaps would have felt more prepared in this moment.
That's true. I'm glad I did a few of these things. I really am. But it's just sometimes he... Yeah, you know, I guess it's when you have one thing, you always want another, you know? It's just how we people work.
Right.
And I just wanted to be a little bit more free. And I did. On my own. Although it was not liked.
Yeah, well, I firmly believe that if you don't want to shoulder the responsibility that your ancestors has given you, which is the nature of your birth, then it should be your choice.
You know, I just don't know yet. You know, I just wanted to see the world a little bit more. I don't know. Has a lot of stupid stuff happening back home. I'm glad I'm not there. And he like has his hand under his sleeve and like moving something around there. Your wristband or something.
She cocks her head to the side. Did you leave behind someone important?
I mean, I don't know, really. I left behind a lot of people that I seem to not know. So I don't really know. I'm definitely glad to, I don't know, be out of here and, you know, do something good. Feels great. Helping you.
Well, I would have wished that you wouldn't have been here rather than somewhere else.
It's fine. I'll know my way around. I think I'll figure it out.
Is it true what you said earlier, that you think you can ask the Countess to just let you leave? Is that even possible?
I mean, unfortunately, I was not as prepared going here, noticing what's going on here. But I mean, she called us here. Sure, she has interest in talking. So, I think there's a good chance. I think I can be quite, persuasive. So there's a chance.
Could you perhaps inquire from her if that could change everything? If she could just let us leave, like the Vistani.
And I can certainly try. I mean, there's a lot of weight on my shoulders with this. I have to be careful what I do, but
Right. No, I understand. Of course. What Ismail said. Kin always comes first.
Stands up from the bed and go next to her. Put his hand on her hand on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I'll try. I can make this work. It would be so great if this town could shine again.
It's a little bit of a quick eye darting towards the hand and then up to your face again. A little bit of a healthy rouge spreading on the cheeks. I would very much wish to see this village look like nothing I can remember, that's for sure. See some life come back. Some prosperity, some happiness, some hope.
I'll try my best. I can't guarantee anything, but
You just helping Ismark. I'm already eternally grateful.
it's all good. As I said, I really enjoy doing good, and just your smile makes it feel so good.
This is the first time I've experienced so much flirting in Barovia.
I'm sorry. That's what you get.
It's okay. I just need to point it out. Oh my god.
I hope everyone's comfortable, by the way. I'm sorry if I...
No, absolutely. No,
Okay.
absolutely. I mean, if we're comfortable with the horrendous shit, we better be comfortable with at least this. There's another smile, a little bit more of pink spreading on her lips, on her cheeks. And she has become speechless. She doesn't know how to answer.
Yeah, he will use his other hand and brush the hair aside, and be like, well, this might be the last night we'll have together, unfortunately. Perhaps we... And he'll just kiss her.
Oh!
Alright, okay. Let's fade to black on that one.
Yes.
But she won't go further than kisses.
Yeah, okay. But snuggling for maybe.
You know, yeah. All right. I hope Daphne Styrex is something you want to do before bed. Just wondering.
I'm sorry.
Does anyone want to go a flirt with this, Marc?
No.
No. Seeing Leo and Irina just get more intimate, Daphne just quietly left the corridor.
Yeah.
When we were in another room.
Yeah,
we walked to her room, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much nope, goodbye.
Daphne will say to Styrax on the way, our companions seems to have quite the strange priorities.
I don't know what is he doing here. And this is the one who's supposed to be the one diplomat with the Countess?
Let's hope that he does not trying to kiss the Countess.
I'll probably burn him before that.
And I will stab him before that. We can both do it at the same time, even.
That even sounds even better. Still, I'm actually tired. I think I'm just going to sleep now. I think it will be the better.
You should. I'll look around a bit more. Keeping watch, in a sense. Good night.
Good night.
Right? And everyone eventually finds some sleep after certain activities. Leo, your dreams are the best ones you have ever had in your whole life. Dream after dream after dream are just happy and bright and full of highlights. You dream of being back at your mansion with all the amenities that it offers, but without any responsibilities or duties. Your parents basically walk in and gives you a smile and tells you, "Today, son, we don't want you to do anything other than having fun." And you just go on a pleasure cruise of a day, shopping, doing some mock battles that you always win with your best mates, and then hit the bars, the girls, the new clothes, the Yuri. Yeah, blast.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And you are the last one awake in the morning. Arena has to basically wake you up in her bed rather roughly, saying that breakfast is ready. And as soon as you crack open your eyelids for a new day, you were feeling really horrible. Your dopamine levels are underneath the table low. It's like waking up with a hangover in a sense. But you're not actually like dry in your mouth or anything. You're just very drowsy, irritable. You're just not happy.
Like coolest hat. Ah, oof. Ooh, I didn't think I'd drink that much last night. Weird. Well, whew. Sorry for sleeping in.
It's alright. It's just that we have the dawn. We can't miss dawn.
Yes, of course. And he'll like tries to get up a little bit in this low state, trying to prop himself up. All right, it's breakfast.
All right. You all eventually, Arena and Leo coming down last into the kitchen, where Ismark is already there, being busy and serving food for Daphne and Styrax. And Ismark is giving you a look of who dare how dare you? He's not happy with you in this moment. But he doesn't say anything. He just gives you a look of warning.
He'll be like, he's not really noticing that. He's just gonna sit down a little bit. Like lean back. And smile to the rest. them and be like, sorry for being a little bit late.
Out of character, is there any like does the tiredness and the unhappiness noticeable on Leo's face or appearance?
Yeah, he is not looking as spry as he did yesterday, but it could also
Sure.
be, a hangover and early morning, so you're not. It doesn't stand out as being weird to you as of yet.
Seems like you did not
Yawns.
handle your alcohol that well, huh?
I'm surprised, actually. You're right. I don't know. I didn't drink that much. I don't feel that well, though.
Nah,
Had a
I don't-
great
I don't-
night.
I
Had
don't
great
know.
dreams.
Maybe the combination of that pie with alcohol wasn't great.
Could use some pie, yeah. But,
No.
Enchanted pie, to be
Um,
honest.
Leo, the thought of pie sounds delicious. Perhaps it's just what you need.
who says that?
The
What's
DM.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was one. Okay.
No, and you
Yeah.
know that you have just eaten one serving of the pie that you own.
Yeah. He has a lot of pie. I mean, I think the pie is fine. I think I just drank a little bit too much, and I'll pull out the other half of the pie. Well, maybe pie at the breakfast is a little bit too much. What do you think?
I think that you should stop eating the pie.
Is
Makes-
there actually a window in the kitchen?
No. Otherwise, this Marc couldn't be here.
Hmm. Then Starbucks will actually stand up, take the rest of the pie, and throw it.
Oh! Do you want
Excuse
to
me.
protect? Do you want to protect the pie? We can
think
do an
he-
initiative here to see if you snatch it away in time, or you can just let it happen. Up to you.
I mean, he's a little bit tired. He was not expecting that.
Fair.
He was totally not expecting that. Was just putting it out and moving it, looking at it a little bit, and then suddenly, what was that?
I told you already. You shouldn't eat anything involves magic.
All right, magic lady, I got it. I'm just very tired, and I thought it might be getting me up again. Oh well. Really no fun.
Irina leans over and pats you on the shoulder. It might be better. I've seen some people here getting very, very addicted on those pies. But it's hard to say anything against it because they make you feel so great. And
Yeah.
Morning Lord knows that these people might need a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'll hold back. All right. I understand.
Can I assume that the Morning Lord is Ryan?
Rian?
Yeah, Ryan. Sorry.
You can ask them about the nature of the Morning Lord, but you haven't heard Morning Lord be mentioned with
Rian.
With
Yes.
Rian before.
Miss, may I ask you who this Morning Lord is?
Oh, you don't know? Well, I thought... Ismark and Arena looks at each other very confused. Is not the Morning Lord, outside of the myths? Is it not the god? Is that just...
Which one?
They just
You
look
know the name?
confused at each other.
You know the name of that god?
never... We know of the Morning Lord and Mother Night.
Don't think too much about it. It's just a weird question.
Go with Daphne. Are you religious? Daphne? Are you
Do I
religious?
look like a
So-
religious person?
I don't know. I mean, I've only seen like priests and stuff. I mean, there's other people that are religious, I guess. Perhaps. Just thought you seemed interested.
Religion is belief. And I believe in myself and my own capability.
Great, that makes two of us.
Don't count me in the same bunch as you.
Alright, what's that about? Come on. Don't need to be like that. Alright, well. We have to make a burial happen.
Yes, please, finish your food as quickly as possible. We don't... we're running a little bit late.
So what's the plan with Sol? Do we gonna pick up... Do we go by the tavern, by any chance? I'm sure he's sleeping in as well.
Yes, if that's alright. If not, the coffin gets too heavy. I mean, it's just on the way. We're just going northward. Karastan.
If we go past the tavern, I think we should definitely see if he's awake. Unless look at the others. Do you have anything against that?
No, I'll say we just head to the church. We did told Saul to meet up at the church anyway.
Alright, sure. Well then we'll just go to the church then.
Okay. You finish your breakfast. Consisting of like ham and bread and cheese, that kind of thing, or tea. In the meantime, Ismark had prepared his father's corpse inside of a coffin, lying on the floor, like he's used to, and put it in the hallway. And you all gather there as he puts it down. And he leans down, like squats down beside it, put one hand on it, and whisper some things to himself. And whilst you're not hearing the words that he say, you can hear that his voice thickens, and his eyes moisten. And after a minute or two of talking to his dead father, he stands up and gives you all a nod as if he has said his goodbyes. Take care of him as best as you can. Oh God, I hate myself for not being able to help or be there. So please support Irina in my stead.
Fortunately. Well, I mean, you could still come if you wanted to. I mean, I'm only here to protect you after all. If it's important to you.
I know you are all very capable, but the Countess is another force entirely. But maybe, perhaps, Daphne, and Cyrix can support Arena more than you do, Leo, just saying. And he pats Irina on the head and slams the door shut.
He's in a mood.
Daphne will look at Leo.
What?
There's reasons in his words,
There was nothing. It's all good, Nothing happened. Really?
Nothing happened yesterday. Leo just got tired and fell asleep in my room. Says Irina, looking in super duper shy, red on the cheeks from embarrassment.
Daphne would just say it in a very up in the air manners, saying, taking advantage of the damsel in distress, the tale as old as time.
I'm not. Excuse me.
I
did not do that. Okay.
I am not a damsel in distress. I'm in distress, and I'm a damsel, but I'm not a damsel in distress.
Just had a nice talk, You should
Yes.
try that as well sometimes.
Yes.
No need to get so worked up. I'm just saying.
I did not hurt her in any way.
What?
I did take advantage. I don't know what you're on about.
Can we go to... My father is like that right here.
Yes, I apologize. I apologize. And he'll pick the coffin up.
Alright, put it up, prop it up on your shoulders. Styrix, what was your brawn again?
8
8.
minus 1.
You probably won't be able to help. That's all I'm saying. I think that Daphne and Leonardo are the ones who
got it
carry this
covered.
coffin. Yeah, got it covered. It's not too heavy, but it's definitely a weight. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you skip across town doing the coffin dance. Woo! All right, so are you awake and at the church?
I'm assuming that I taught her some basics of the crossbow after a short rest.
I don't know if you had the time to do that necessarily, since you
well-
was working all night and then
Yeah, so we're just gonna go to the church.
Okay, all right. Sorvia's gonna sleep in. She basically groans at you and moves over in the bed, change position, and groans. Go yourself.
Yeah, before I leave though, I just give a kiss on the forehead, then leaves.
Okay, all right. Okay. And you all in all find yourself meeting up at the church ground. Woo!
Yee.
Let's switch scene. No. Here we go.
Ooh. The one we got a sneak peek at.
Yeah, you did.
Mm.
Sad. Sad times.
I think I was the only one that actually saw it.
Yeah, might have a good computer then for it to load so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. There's a little bit of a hill coming up towards this church that you have to climb up, and you do work up a healthy amount of morning sweat on your go there. And atop this slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports the Countess Castle far, far above you, stands this grey, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assault of time for centuries, perhaps, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and a flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. This church might need a renovation before it breaks down, perhaps in just a few years' time.
Right, why don't we go look at the arena?
I think we should go out in the back to the graveyard and just put them down, and then go inside and fetch Father Donovich for the proper ablutions.
Right.
If you'd be so kind. Over here, you got the gate here. And
Yeah.
she shows you the way around into the graveyard section of the church. The
Ooh,
church grounds.
another map.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's like why we are walking there.
Mm-hmm.
That's our character question. Have I ever heard of the Morning Lord? Like why I was in the Protectorate?
Make me an intelligence check to see if you ever come across that, if you can recall a moment.
Okay.
A pure intelligence. Onegaishimasu.
13.
No. Never heard of it.
Ooh.
And usually, I mean, Rihanna's a little bit more. I mean, in Eternal Suns, there is really no dusk, no dawn. It gets a little bit darker as the suns go a little bit further down, perhaps in the sky, depending upon which one is dominating in zenith and which one is more towards the horizon. Because you got these 3 suns in Eternal Suns, right? The red and the blue one isn't as brightly shining as the yellow one. So you can get like this weird bluish dusk or reddish dawn, but it's never truly twilight nor dusk. So Rion is usually the god of the zenith rather than the god of dawn.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm guessing there's no thunder in this world.
So you're a little bit confounded, yeah, as you walk. You think about it, like, morning, Lord, morning, what is that? And you walk into this rather derelict graveyard. Quite a few tombstones encapsulated in this fence of wrought iron. You went through this rusty gate to get in here. And indeed, tightly packed gravestone shrouded by fog bear the names of souls long past, and all seems quiet and calm, at least for now. And Irina hesitates for a second, looks around, gets a little bit of a sad look on her face, taking it all in. She hasn't been here in a while, but she perks up and nods towards the back over here of the graveyard. I have to cross through the whole thing, mentioning to you as you walk, this part of the cemetery has always been my family's place, so, and I want our father to rest with our forefathers.
Sure. You'll take the coffin over there with Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
Find a place to set it down.
You do, and she looks a little bit worried at you two, of like how straining it was, but then she sees you know, she's been a sweat. She relaxes a little bit. Thank you for your effort. Let's go back and go into the church, and hopefully Donovich will get out of his stupor and decide to give my father the Proper respects.
Nothing really. Don't worry about it. And they will follow her.
Okay. Alright. Alrighto. So we go back first here. As you go around. So set up my notes in the right place. Alright. The doors of the church open. Irina does it herself. To a long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is mostly unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers, and you can see that this chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice and see a figure kneeling beside the altar in front of you, murmuring softly a prayer, deep in concentration, with their back towards you. And before you can say anything, suddenly there's a sound of an impact of something impacting wood, like something rustling a few times, and you can hear this. Coming from somewhere to your left, and to your right, from the sound of the impacting wood and the rustling of perhaps Shane or something.
Neo puts a hand on the rapier handle, being ready for anything, looking towards the sound.
Definitely do the same whole sword.
Irina takes a step back behind you all, looking really worried. That it's actually here, the Roman monster. Father, what? Can you? Is this? And finally, the man praying by the altar stands up and looks around at you. First, with this look on his face that he's like about to fight away some spirits, and then you realize that you're actually here, and there's a little bit of confusion and surprise on his face. Is that Irina? Is this? Why are you here after all this time? I don't understand. What's going on? Irina? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit tongue twisted as I'm getting 2 raids back to back.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much for the raids. Welcome everybody. Thank you, Corrupt and Marc, Corrupt Kitty. Welcome to this modified Curse of Straw that we're fighting in my overhaul Frostmark system with a sick GM. Woo! Hey, oh god, okay. Tack så mycket.
Pretty sick GM, I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Ha det bra indeed. Okay, sorry, back to it. Irina furrows her brow and says, what do you mean, Father? It's been years. Are we safe right now? years? Has so much time? He looks very confused. His hair is rather long and like slicked back by sweat and water. It's a bit of stench coming from him. He might have not bathed in quite a long time. And he brings up a hand of... No, my congregation has always been safe here. I keep Doro locked away safely, but yet no one will come. In the name of the Morning Lord, the village has forsaken me, as have he. I pray day and night for his mercy.
I mean, perhaps, all the sounds here are quite disturbing for someone that can't defend themselves.
Oh.
Hmm?
Why are you so surprised to see Miss Irina here?
Well, it's Marc and Irina and Kolyan hasn't been visiting for a while, but hasn't been. I must have gotten lost in prayer.
How long is a while?
He looks to Irina, and Irina says a little bit exasperated, Father, it's been almost 4 years since you shut yourself away from the world. No one has... It's not that we have forsaken you, we're just... It's not your son in the cellar anymore. I heard the rumors from Father of how monstrous it's become. No, Irina, if I just pray some more, I'm sure he's not dangerous, not like this, I promise you. There's no need to worry. Everybody can just come back. And if we just ignore his calls, I've learned to do that myself. Then I'm sure with a few more years of dedicated prayer, then the Morning Lord will surely bless me and turn him back to normal.
What happened to your son?
I'm starving!
He automatically, when he hears that, Father Donovich reaches out a hand, wanting to do something but can't, and then that hand goes up to his forehead where he massages his brow, and he leans heavily against the altar behind him, like Duro calling out for help physically hurt him.
What happened to your son?
He joined that charlatan's foolish crusade against forces of the night and came back touched by it. If that little spellcaster would have never come to the village of Barovia and fooled our young men and women to think that they could ever defeat her like that, then they would all be alive, and Dora wouldn't be like this. He came back, bloodied, wounded, but then his wounds healed in front of my eyes, and he said he was hungry, and he started attacking somebody here in my church. It's a miracle we were able to restrain him, and I pulled him into the cellar. I've tried to open it up and talk to him, but he attacks me every time. And now, my only chance and hope is is the Morning Lord answering my prayers.
Can you tell me about this Morning Lord? Is he the god of this land?
Yes, yes. The Morning Lord watches over us here in the mists. He's the god of the fresh spring morning, the day after winter. After it's cold and long and dark, that morning with frost on the leaves and the sun's high in the sky, promising good times ahead for those that prepare and sow their fields. But Mother Night is here as well, and she's also powerful. It doesn't help that she has corrupted the hearts of so many Barovians. If we just came together and were more pious in our devotion to the Morning Lord, then perhaps they would have the power to eject all of these mists and give us back the sun.
Does this
Perhaps.
Morning Lord has a name?
If they do, I do not know it. He may not. We know him as the Morning Lord.
Perhaps it's the best idea to get going on what we're wanting to do here, Father. Would you be able to spare some time to give last words to Fallen?
He looks towards Serena. Why? What has happened? It's my father. Father. He died from a heart attack. Kolyan is dead? Oh no, my friend. No, how could this have happened? Yeah, well, you weren't really there for us, Father, to offer any aid. You spiraled out of control after you shut yourself away. You know that you were a good shoulder to cry on for him and to get some strength from the Morning Lord himself. I don't blame you, but you need to step up. There's a hand that goes over his face, tears in his eyes. I don't understand. How could it be so long? How do I choose between my son and my duties? Why does the Morning Lord torment me so? All I've done is serve him my whole life.
You should listen to Irina. She's just, wants the best for everyone. So if you're conflicted on what to do, you should ask her.
Has your son turned into a vampire?
A vampire? I don't...
Yes.
I don't know. What's a vampire?
Like turn into a bat and like sucking blood from other people with like fangs.
He looks confused. He looks confused at first, and then there's like a little bit of light of recognition in his eyes. He has fangs in his mouth, yes. And he has tried to bite me, but I thought it was out of...
near the throat, you know.
Styrax, is there any way or any known methods to turn a being who has
So far as what we know, no, there's no way.
Daphne will unsheath her sword
Huh?
and she will look at the father and say, sometimes when the god has forsaken us all, we can only depend on ourselves. Prayers may not save them, but
I mean,
sharp blade can.
he's like trying to intercept, and it's like, I mean, I think religion is important. I don't think that's the best look over
Does
to
it
Daphne.
as important as letting a man suffer for years and years and years,
No, but
waiting for an
that's not the
unanswered
point.
prayers?
Maybe the Morning Lord is just giving you this very difficult challenge. And we are here, perhaps. I look over to Daphne, ask with the sword, perhaps to do something about that?
Yes, to end
Yes.
his suffering.
So perhaps this is
Why?
destiny.
Why are we bringing out weapons in the Morning Lord's own house? I don't understand. Arena walks over and puts a hand on Daphne's shoulder and kind of whispers a little bit. I don't know what's best in the situation, but perhaps we should do the funeral first before we go ahead and talk about this. I don't know if he's going to be in his right mind if we choose to go down this path.
They will take a deep breath and sigh and sheath her sword. Fine, I understand.
Thank you. Appreciate it. No, father, it's all right. Collian, my father, he's out in the graveyard. He needs you one more time to utter a prayer for him. Right? Duro will be safe where he is. Do you have a moment to spare, please? For all time's sake? Yes, well, yes, of course. I just need to. Where are my vestments? I need to prepare. What was the words? Let's just meet outside, okay? Yes, in the normal corner. I would hope that there is still space in the mausoleum. Yes, well, one of your forefathers made sure there was enough space for centuries of you guys, so there's space. All right?
You go outside.
You go
And,
outside with Father Donovich.
Leo will like whisper to Daphne, you know, telling a priest or to this religion is wrong is usually not the best move to make them understand. Perhaps. I know you seem to have something against me right now, but perhaps you should just tell me what you want and I'll try to get it across, okay? Maybe in front of religious people.
You wouldn't understand anyway.
You can try to... Okay, we need a longer talk. Let's just do this for now.
Alright. Head out into the graveyard. Father Donovich coming after you guys after a while. With the proper items, a book in his hand. looking a little bit huffed and puffed, a bit of sweat on his forehead. And you gather around the mausoleum in the corner over there. Donovich gets help from Daphne and Leo to carry it into that little small stone room, into one of the stone boxes. That is actually labeled with his name. You can also see Marc and Irina being in there as well. Though empty. Of course.
Ooh.
And in that little, just outside of that little room, you just step outside, and there's a brazier in the middle of the mausoleum that gets lit with a little fire. And the priest, Father Donovich, starts reciting a prayer saying that, remembering his time with him. Apparently they were friends from childhood, Father Donovich and Kolyan. There's also religious psalms talking about that he is now with his maker, bearing way for a younger generation that he has raised and taught well, that will take space and do well in life, that his heritage is alive and kicking, in a sense. And hearing these words and how the psalm is conducted, all of you, since Boreas is the chief god of this realm, have been to funerals and religious ceremonies in the past. And it's reminiscent of the religion of Boreas. This funeral psalms are reminiscent of a funeral psalm of the religion of Boreas, but it's changed in certain places. Talking a little bit more about the return of the sun, the coming of dawn, the return of hope, of spring, of strength among Barovians. I want everybody to make me a perception composure. And in the meantime, Irina is standing there, crying her eyes out. Has a little eulogy of her own where she talks about a very soft moment she had with her dad when she was younger, when he finally relented and talked about how to rule at the village of Broe, giving her some tips. And how they laughed and were merry in that moment. And after that, she kind of breaks down in tears. And before we round off this session, to next time bring it back and think about what to do with the starving, perhaps vampire, in the cellar. Daphne, your eyes wander a little bit during the funeral around, looking for distraction, looking to see something fresh and just stare at your feet or look at the mausoleum, and your eyes happen to sweep over the tree line of the forest a little bit in the distance beyond the wrought iron fence. There's heavy mists there, but you make a double take. Your eyes go back and you look a little bit more intently at it, wondering if what you're seeing is what you're really seeing. But it becomes clear to you after you squint a little bit that standing there in those heavy gray-white mists is a black cowled figure with their head hanging low. And as soon as the funeral is over, they back away into the mist and disappear from sight. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of Curse of Father Torment. Woo!
Yay!
A really great
Ooh,
session,
boy.
guys.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.